In Despicable Me 4, Gru welcomes a new member to the family, Gru Jr., who's intent on tormenting his dad. However, their peaceful existence soon comes crashing down when criminal mastermind Maxime Le Mal escapes from prison and vows revenge against Gru. In this video, we are going to talk about the production, animation, music, release, box office, and the critics of Despicable Me 4. Production. Development of Despicable Me 4 began in September 2017, with longtime Despicable Me and Illumination writers Cinco Paul and Ken Daurio writing early drafts of the script. The film was officially confirmed in February 2022, with veteran Despicable Me director Chris Renaud, Patrick Delage, and Mike White attached as director, co-director, and writer, respectively, and a July 3, 2024, release date announcement. Production was underway by June 2022, with Steve Carell starting his voice recording after a couple of sessions. Most of the production was done during the COVID-19 pandemic. In January 2024, it was announced that Carell, Kristen Wiig, Miranda Cosgrove, Dana Gaier, Pierre Coffin, and Steve Coogan would return to reprise their respective roles as Gru, Lucy Wilde, Margot, Edith, the Minions, and Silas Ramsbottom, while Will Ferrell, Joey King, Sofía Vergara, Stephen Colbert, Chloe Fineman, and Madison Polan, replacing Nev Charel, would join the voice cast, respectively voicing Maxime Le Mal, Poppy Prescott, Valentina, Perry Prescott, Patsy Prescott, and Agnes. That same month, it was announced that the Super Mario Bros. Movie executive producer Brett Hoffman and Daurio had been added as co-producer and co-writer, respectively. Animation. According to film director Chris Renaud, some of the characters who appeared in previous films had their character rigs and surfaces updated for this sequel. Fred McDade, who had not appeared since the first film, was recreated from scratch as his character model was too old. The sequence where Poppy plays with an arcade machine originally started out as an animation test for the character, but the filmmakers liked the sequence. It was added to the final cut of the film. Music. In March 2024, Heitor Pereira was announced to be composing the film's score, returning from the previous installments. Pharrell Williams was also confirmed to be returning to co-compose the score with Pereira, as well as to write new songs. Writing for Uproxx, Derek Rossignol observed the Pharrell Williams song Double Life, that the tune isn't as general and movie agnostic as something like Happy, but it has a great groove, and that Gru refrain is actually catchy as hell. This probably won't be a world-changing single like Happy, but it's in the upper tier of kids' movie soundtrack fare. The original soundtrack was released on June 27, 2024, by Backlot Music. Theater. Despicable Me 4 premiered at the Jazz at Lincoln Center in New York City on June 9, 2024, and made its French premiere at the Annecy International Animation Film Festival on June 13. The film was theatrically released in Australia on June 20 and in the United States on July 3. Box office. As of July 7, 2024, Despicable Me 4 has grossed $122.6 million in the United States and Canada, and $106.9 million in other territories, for a worldwide total of $229.6 million. In the United States and Canada, Despicable Me 4 was projected to gross $100 to $125 million from 4,030 theaters in its 5-day opening weekend. The film made $27 million on its first day and $26.8 million on its second. It went on to debut to $75 million over the traditional 3-day weekend, along with a total 5-day gross of $122.6 million, topping the box office. Critical response. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 53% of 111 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 5.4 out of 10. The website's consensus reads, fast-paced and teeming with slapstick gags, Despicable Me 4 is as overstuffed as a piñata, but full of enough candy to give audiences an enjoyable sugar rush. Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, assigned the film a score of 50 out of 100, based on 33 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of A, on an A+ to F scale, same as the first two films, while those surveyed by PostTrack gave the film an 82% positive score, with 63% saying they would definitely recommend it. Variety admitted the film is entertaining but found the plot overcrowded with useless characters. One thing is absolutely certain. We haven't seen the last of these characters, even if we might prefer that a few of them sit out the next sequel, like the Mega Minions, who aren't nearly as cute as they sound. A similar appraisal can be found in Screen Rant or in The Hollywood Reporter, noting, for example, the underdeveloped role of the villain in the midst of the various plot lines. Running a brisk 95 minutes, Despicable Me 4 doesn't leave enough time for Maxime to enact his plans in a way that packs an emotional punch. ABC News commented, "Should a review of a Despicable Me movie be a thoughtful analysis, or just a list of the funny stuff the Minions do in it? As much as I might believe in the value of film criticism, I kind of suspect that even the finest points of assessment would be dismantled about as fast as a Minion can say, bellow." Despicable Me 4 reviews could help bolster the movie's prospects but with this being the worst rating of all 6 movies among critics, this could indicate that the movie will be a word-of-mouth hit rather than a critical darling.
Don't forget to like and subscribe!